I'm assuming y'all can hear me. What's going on, Cole? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Um, so obviously, yesterday, I dropped a bombshell on my channel. And first I'll start by saying, I don't typically share slab drama on my channel because it's I've never seen a successful YouTuber with a channel that's just all about the drama in their town, and this person unlike that person, and this person did this thing. However, with this situation, I kind of figured I had a moral obligation to out Spider and to make sure the world knows what he did and that he's the predator of children. I've featured him on my channel before. I've featured the Ponderosa on my channel. I've been going to Ponderosa for close to a decade, long before Spider ever moved over there. It's a bit windy, so bear with me as I try to smoke up, because I need this. So hopefully this is going to be the only town drama that I ever really feature on my channel. He needed to be outed. The public needs to know. Right now what we know is that he is, the last known location was in Sacramento. He is from, where is he from? Rhode Island. Sorry, he's from Rhode Island, and I suspect he might try to go back to Rhode Island, but we don't know that for sure. He emptied the bank account, ditched the bus on the side of the road, right there in Imperial County, because it broke down, and he just grabbed some shit and bounced. So, last known location is where he emptied out his bank account, and that was in Sacramento. And let me catch up on some comments here. You guys like the microphone, by the way? Is this working out? Can you hear me? All right, let's see. Yeah, Dave fucked up. Yeah, thanks for deleting that comment, Dave. This is not the time for trolls. Let me also let y'all see me, because I did this yesterday and forgot about it. So let me catch up on some comments. Besides Time Hop being a tool. Hello, Family Zig. Thank you for fighting the good fight. It only shows you belong to the best part of us. You're one of a kind, my brother. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. And I appreciate all the kind words and stuff. All the support that people have been giving me or whatever. But you know what? I'm actually been really torn up about this for the last week or so, because I've known about this for a while. And due to the privacy of the victim, due to the privacy of the case, we couldn't say anything. You know, there was an investigation going on, and there still is. But I finally got the green light from the victim's family to make it public, and we're expecting a warrant soon. So if any of you understand Imperial County, you'll know that those police are basically useless. They drag their feet. They drag their feet on everything. And I'm kind of disgusted that it's taking this long to get a warrant out for his arrest with as much evidence. But they're dragging their feet, and he will face his. Even if they drag their feet, he will have a warrant out for his arrest, and he will go to prison for the rest of his life. Yeah, dude, what the fuck? Spider of all people. Yeah, no kidding. And that's what I've been torn up about for so long, is since I found out about this, is that I did trust this dude, and I shouldn't have. That's what these manipulators do, though, right? They get you to trust them, so you are feeling comfortable around them and having your people around them, and some of those people might be kids, and you don't even suspect a thing or whatever, and that happens, and it's you know, it's just what they do. And that's what I've been torn up about, is that I've like defended this person, this monster, for years, because he's got a reputation of being kind of an asshole. And you know, I was trying to look past those things because he had never done them to me. So, you know, we all have reputations, and I was trying to look past that. I was trying to develop my own opinion about the guy, and talk about feeling stupid. Like, that's probably the most like resounding thing that keeps going through my head, is that, Jesus, how could you be so stupid? How could you be so stupid? Karma will catch up with him if someone else doesn't first. Yeah, this is you know, I'm talking about how I was feeling about it, and like, I appreciate all the supportive comments, but it isn't about me. It's really, really not. Like, I'm not trying to take the spotlight. This is about his victim and him, and he needs to be arrested for it. Like, that's it. Like, all the support you guys are giving to me, consider the fact that there's a child out there that I know hope and prayers and all this stuff isn't, like, you can only do so much without knowing who it is, and I'm not going to discuss who it is because they're a minor, and frankly, it's not the public's business. But there is a child out there that was hurt by this, and so yeah, it ain't about me. It doesn't have anything to do with me, even though I am feeling a certain way about it. You know, like, I'm so angry I could be violent again, I think. Like, I would hurt that man, I think. You're damn right, Crystal. It's on Spider, not me. That's a fact. And he will face it. He's not going to be able to run. Everyone knows now, and he's had way too long to get as far as he had. Maybe even having help from people to get far away, because they didn't know what he had done. And that's why I was anxious to get this out, is so everyone will know what he had done, and no one will help him. He's admitted it via text. Like, he knows what he did. He knows he's going to face the music. So it's just a matter of time till they catch up with him. Send that child all our love and support. That's absolutely right. That's all it's about, right? Like, you can send Spider your hate, but if you guys like want to offer words of encouragement, don't offer them to me. Like, I'm almost 40 years old. This is something I'm going to be able to mentally overcome. I will be honest, it's been tough. Like, I've been very upset about this for the last week. It's been tearing me up. But don't give me your words of encouragement. Please, if you're going to offer them to the child, because that's who needs it. Offer it to Spider's family. Offer it to his wife. Like, they're devastated too. They are absolutely destroyed by this also. You know, he's got a lot of victims in his wake. Obviously the child, but, you know, his family, who trusted him just like I did, and who supported him, and, you know, made his life easier. Like, trees are throwing shit at me. They need encouragement too. They are also suffering. It's all of us that were in that community that cared about him, and who still care about his family. Like, you know, it is what it is. I don't even know what to say about it. Quite honestly, I'm kind of surprised I've been getting pushback on Facebook about it. I blasted him all over every slab group I could think of. And, like, some people are actually like, well, just show me the proof, or this is slander. And I'm like, well, you know what? I'm not going to show you any evidence of this heinous crime. Like, that is none of your business. That's between the people involved and the police and the DA, not Facebook. And, you know, like, it surprises me. Like, people are so quick to defend, like, a monster like this without having any idea what happened, without any clue what happened. And I don't know, that part kind of blows my mind. That's been a little bit bothersome today. I woke up to, obviously, all of my social media is blown up. You know, if anybody wants, I'm gonna throw this out there, because you guys know me. I don't ask for very much for myself. I've been doing this now for 9 years. This is not my first rodeo traveling. This is a new outlet to get resources, and it's been very, very, very helpful. I'm super grateful, but I love using my platform to help everyone else. You know, recently we got Caveman a camera, and he also, you guys, donated $250 towards his camera. and I thought that was absolutely beautiful. We have another camera on the way for him. It's a 4K camera, video camera. It's gonna be awesome. So he'll have 2 angles he can get shots from, the GoPro and another camera. So you guys were super helpful about that. Spider's family right now is in slabs in temperatures that are very hostile to human beings, and he left with all of their financial stability. He has the cards, debit cards with him. Everything's in his name. The Airbnb is in his name. Everything is, and they have no income source right now. I have sent a bunch of my own money already, but throwing this out there, if you guys wanted to send Shannon and the family anything that would be helpful to keep, you know, the air conditioning going, or to keep food on the table, or to keep, you know, get her a damn joint, hit me up, send it. My links are in the bio and in the description of my videos, and earmark it for Shannon, and I will make sure that she gets it. So just throwing that out there. Let me go ahead and catch up on comments. Let's see. More than one child, I'm sure. Yeah, that's quite possible, and that's the thing, right? Like, Crystal, you make a very good point. More than one child, I'm sure, and that's what happens when somebody says, oh, it just happens this one time. It's probably not true. And if he's done this once before, he's likely done this, you know, this is the first time any of his victims have ever gotten their voice and their power and their strength to say anything. And, you know, I will say this about the victim. Like, I've been to combat twice. You know, I was an infantryman. I wasn't a cook. I wasn't, you know, some pogue working a desk. I was a grunt going out there on the dangerous roads and playing the biggest game of fuck around and find out in the world. And this victim has more strength than I've ever had to muster up in my life. They've got more bravery than I've ever had to muster up in my life, and I commend them for finding their voice, and in one sentence took away everything, that facade, that lie that he had over everybody. It must have been so hard for them to watch people care about this man, knowing what he was, and nobody cares about him no more. Like, he's done. Everyone knows. So yeah, you're absolutely right. There might have been other victims, and I hope that the victim that spoke up gives strength to other victims that might speak up. Like, I think this is going to be a very long process of us finding out the whole truth, and I don't even honestly know how much of the truth I want to know. I know enough, I think. Hey Casey, hey Salty Pickle, David Nags, get your checkbook out. Another chomo. Yep, another chomo. I don't know who David Nags is, but hey Shannon, in fact, I love you too, Casey. I met Spider Kids. I can't imagine how his kid is feeling. Yeah, they're just as devastated as all of us, you know, maybe more so. Like, I know his family well, and none of them support this. None of them, not one of them. So there is this is not a reflection on his family. This isn't a reflection on his spouse. This isn't a reflection on his children. This is only a reflection on him. He is the monster here. So it's easy for like that kind of hatred to boil over onto other people, but keep in mind they're also struggling with this. They're also not okay. What officer said? Oh, I missed it. Okay, so to the child and family he's abandoned, may nothing but love and justice consume you. You are strong and you are noticed, and your courage is unmatched. One love. That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Thank you for saying that, officer. I'm 65, live in Ohio, and I really enjoy your vids. Hey, thanks, Mark. I appreciate that. Sorry that this video is kind of a somber tone. That's not really the environment I like to create on YouTube. There has been drama and slabs that I've been a part of since I started my YouTube channel. There's stories and fights and bullshit that I could have included into my channel, and I've intentionally not done that. But this one I couldn't. I fucking couldn't. I had a moral obligation to get his face out there, and everyone needs to know what he looks like. He's about 6'4", 6'5". He's a tall dude. He's lanky. He's got no teeth. He's got a widow's peak. You know, you can see in the videos what he looks like. He can't see very well. Like it's good for everyone to know exactly what he looks like, if the very least to protect their family. But if you do see him, contact the Imperial County Sheriff's Department, because even if he doesn't have a warrant, it'll still help them find out where he is once they do issue that warrant, which again is coming soon. David Naggs is Slab City News. Oh, okay. I don't know what you mean by check then. Hey Zig, hope you're doing well. We've all been betrayed by friends. Be well. Yeah, and this isn't, and that's why maybe I feel stupid too, is because this isn't the first time that I've been betrayed by friends. This is the first time I've ever been friends with someone so close, and this has happened. This is news to me. This is unfamiliar territory. But yeah, you're right. We've all been betrayed, or we've thought people were something that they weren't. I think that for me, it makes me like physically ill, because like I'm a parent too. I'm just physically disgusted by this. I have been, it's been a week that I've known about this, and I've been torn up about it. I haven't even been able to say anything to anybody, because this is so personal and private, and they're investigating. So there was only so much we could do. Not to mention the victim didn't want any of the information out yet, because they had some stuff they had to deal with. So now that they've accomplished the goals that they needed to do to make this public, I finally, that actually was such a relief for me to be able to upload that video and blast him all over Facebook. It felt like a weight off my shoulders, and now everyone gets to know exactly what he is. He can't hide anymore. His curtain's gone. His camouflage is destroyed, and now he is all bare for the entire world to see. And the abuse had happened for so long and so long ago that maybe he figured he'd gotten away scot-free. Maybe he figured that, I've made it this far, but it always comes out, dude, and here you are. I hope he's watching. I hope you are, Spider. I fucking cared about you, but if you are watching, you're never going to be able to run far enough. This will catch up to you, and you might as well just turn yourself in. You might as well. You're not going to make that victim testify in front of everyone, are you? Just turn yourself in. Grow the fuck up and be an adult. Be what little bit of a human being you can be, and just turn yourself in. You're gonna spend the rest of your life in prison. So, get used to it. Get that into your head. Hey, thanks, Deanna. I appreciate that donation. I will make sure I forward that along to Shannon. I assume that's what that's for. You guys are also, yes. So Deanna earmarked her donation for Shannon. So if you guys are going to donate to the family, please do. They need to keep the lights on as well. Who would steal a child's innocence? Well, a monster. You've noticed I'm not calling him a man. You notice I'm barely calling him a human being. He's a monster. He's an absolute monster. And, yeah, that's who does that. There's really no other, we all know the answer to that question. Who does that? Terrible, terrible, terrible creatures. That's not human. He isn't human to me whatsoever. It's the most horrible thing you can do to someone, a child. What the hell is wrong with someone who would do that? And, yeah. It takes a while to get over things like this, but talking it out is the only way to heal. And that's true, and I hope everyone involved, if they need to talk it out, I hope they find someone they can do that with. But that's neither here or there. I know that Shannon has a good support system around her right now, and I also know that she's struggling because this shit sucks. Gemini will send you a PayPal for Shannon. You guys are amazing. You guys are absolutely amazing. You'll also notice I did not monetize the video that I put out about Spider. I'm not going to monetize this live stream either. I'm also not going to hang out on live stream for 2 hours like I usually do. I just want to get this conversation over with so we can get back to our regular resumed programming of Nomadic Zig's channel. this is going to consume a lot of my life and a lot of other people's lives for a very long time. And I don't want, like I've always said, this echo chamber of mine to be something that's just negative feedback. So I want to get this live stream out of the way. I wanted to get the video out of the way. I'm not monetizing them. I'm not making money off of this or anything. But I am hoping that people, you guys have been so generous with me, with Caveman, with David. Like, I'm hoping that I can press some of that kindness on to the lives he's destroyed. Like, it's the little bit I can do. It's the little bit I can do. I can't do a whole lot. I can be there for him. I can be their friend. And if I can afford to send them some cash, I will. And I have. Like, I've already given them some, and I'd like to give them more. So, that's, and I want to commend the victim. Like, they're such a badass. They're such a badass. Like, hands down, a total badass. I'm just beside myself at how much they inspire me, to be honest with you, because, like, I don't know if I would have had that strength. I don't know. I have no idea. I've never been faced with that situation. I know a lot of people out there have. Unfortunately, this is more common than it should be, but I've never had to experience this, so I'm super proud of them for just destroying this guy. Like, that's my favorite part. They destroyed him, like, in less than 30 seconds, and that's about the most powerful thing they could have done, right? Like, they see this monster walking among us, and then they showed us it's a monster. And now he can't be among us. He left Slabs immediately when he was faced with it. When he was confronted with it, his words were, well, there's nothing left for me here. And gets in the bus and drives away. Unbelievable. So let's check out some comments here. Thank you, Crystal. Yeah, you guys are badasses. Really. Goonies all over again. I honestly wasn't very familiar with the Goonies situation. I know it happened. Unfortunately, like, the Goonies situation all over again, it's not just the Goonies. This is a problem everywhere. This isn't just a Slab City problem. And when it does happen in Slab City, you'll notice that these people run away, because I don't care who you are in Slabs or what you're doing. We don't tolerate this. This is not something that's tolerated in Slabs. My worst enemy in Slabs would be on my side if he had stayed, and he knew how Slabs works. So, but this is a problem. I'm from Bend, Oregon. This is a problem that people face in Bend, Oregon. I was born in California. This is a thing that people face in California. I graduated high school in North Carolina. This is something that people face in North Carolina. This is not an exclusive problem to Slab City. This is a problem with monsters being around us. And I don't know what the solution is, but, it is maybe similar to Goonies, because it's another Chimo. Did Dibble run? I'm not really familiar with that situation, or if they caught up with him and arrested him in Slabs. Damn, bro, I'm sorry, Zig. You must be torn about this situation. Oh, that's Alaska. What's up, dude? Yeah, you know me. You know me, dude. You know me well. You know how close I was to that family and to spiders. So, yeah, you're right. Like, I'm torn up about this situation. I've been pretty fucked about this for a while. But at the same time, like I said earlier, it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about his victims, and that's plural, because I'm sure he's done this to other people, and he also abandoned his family, and in the middle of Slabs, in the middle of summer, right before the hottest part of the season. Yeah, leaving your family in the desert with nothing. He fooled the community and his family, and that's true. I don't know. Nobody in the community suspected this. Like, there are people in the community who always hated him. There are plenty of people who didn't like him. And then there was plenty of people who did like him, just like everybody else. But I don't know anybody who suspected something like this. I don't know anybody that's been like, oh yeah, this is like, yeah, they didn't know. No one has suspected this. Yeah, he has no idea what waits for him behind bars. Maybe he does. Maybe that's why he ran. Paleo, hopefully they can get his bus back to the slabs or get her stuff out of it. Yeah, that's hopefully the next step is like I don't think that the bus is a high priority, but I do know that they did get the most essential things out of the bus already. But it took a little bit. Such a hard situation for his wife to go public, to be just connected to a pedo. Makes people feel dirty themselves, even when they are not at fault. I hope everyone is supportive and helps out. Yeah, if I feel like this, if I feel disgusted for being, exactly what you said, to be connected to a pedo makes you, feel how you feel about it. It was actually his wife that made this public. It was his wife that called the police. It was his wife that, she is a victim in this too, right? Like, don't you guys, I can't believe I'm actually getting pushback from this on Facebook. You guys are amazing. This would not be public without the due diligence and strength and love that his wife gave to the victim, and that she had herself, her personal integrity. Like, he's on the run because his wife did not approve whatsoever. People don't like him because he's an asshole. Yeah, there's plenty of people who don't like him because he was an asshole. And there's plenty of people that don't like me because I'm an asshole. So that's maybe why I looked past that part of him. And he also just didn't do that to me. He wasn't rude to me. One time in all the years we've known each other, he started raising his voice to me, and I stopped him mid-tracks, and I was like, I don't talk to you like that. Don't talk to me like that. And he never tried that again because he's not going to control me. And I think he realized that in that point. But yeah, people didn't like him because he's an asshole. Is there any specific location, states that Spider might go? Yes. Rhode Island, the East Coast, as far away from slabs as he could possibly get. Last known location, he's still in California. He had headed north. But who knows? It's really up in the air. But Rhode Island is, I would expect, where he's from and he's most familiar. So that's a small state. It'd be pretty easy to spot him there, wouldn't it? Just at the corner gas station or something, you dumbass. Let's see. It honestly got me tore up, and I've never even been to slabs. Yeah, this kind of tears at everyone's heartstrings, because even if you're not connected to this situation, like, you've been connected to some situation, and that's unfortunate that so many of us have had to gone through, similar situations where you trusted someone and they betrayed you, or even something as awful as abusing a child. Like, that's why it tears us up. I think that if you're just a common, empathetic human being, that just hearing about this happening tears you up. Like, to a child, yeah, it should tear you up. That makes you a normal human being. And I've got, like, whatever, David Nags or whatever the hell his name is, like, using this as an opportunity to showcase his channel, and he's been posting things like winning and karma and shit like that. He's just excited to make us look bad, but that's not empathetic. That's not even a normal human behavior. That's creepy. It's weird. It's a worldwide problem. Ask a child, SA victim. Myself, having grown up in foster care, I'd gladly be available to the victims, their family, or anyone else needed talking. That's amazing, Deanna. And yeah, we really appreciate your, donation to Shannon's family. Kristen, you too. Appreciate yours. It's starting to rain a little bit. Hopefully this is just a passing little sprinkle burst, but hey, what's up, Darren? How you doing? But you a nice asshole, Zig. Yeah, I try to make it like, I'm abrasive sometimes, but I'm not trying to be anything but maybe sometimes a bit funny when I'm being an asshole. I also have some pretty solid boundaries, and when people cross them, like, you'll see the asshole come out of me. So, but I try to be nice most of the time. So maybe you can ask the supporters to donate to the little girl, maybe gifts and certificates for certain stores or girl items. That's a great idea too, Cricket. I do know the victim, so I'd be happy to facilitate that through the victim's mother. So if you guys want to donate to the victim as well, I've already spoken to the family. I'd be willing to take donations for the victim. Yeah, absolutely. Like, of course, I would extend that generosity towards the victim, towards Shannon, towards Spider's, family. Like, I want everyone involved to. I mean, it's just money, and that's not gonna like here's a solution to all your sorrows, but it might make the brunt of being abandoned a little bit easier, and it might make the brunt. The victim needs to know that it's okay that they found their strength, and it's a good thing, and everyone's super proud of them. This is still a minor. So I remember what it was like to be a kid and to have to stand up to an adult like that. I don't know if I could have done it, and like I said, that's strength that you can't just ignore, I suppose. That's why I say they inspired me. So, if you guys want to send me donations to the victim as well, I will facilitate that through the victim's parents. Thanks, Deanna. Same if you have any talk, I'm here for you all. The flip side of the coin is when it happens is the family and victim only get stronger and stronger from here on out. And that's it. Like, he has no power anymore to make them weaker. He doesn't have any. They're just going to be stronger. Good to see the support of people in here. You know what? Like, I didn't start a YouTube channel because I kept hearing about all the trolls. And since I've managed my YouTube channel the way I have, I don't get very much trolls. Like, they can troll me on their channels. I don't watch their channels. But they don't come here and try it because I just block them. Exactly. They need support and help through all this stuff in their lives forever change now. And many women out there, protect these scumbags and stay with them. She did the right thing here. Absolutely, she did. Just make them feel better, even for a little while. It does help. It does help to make them feel better with financial help. It's expensive to stay in the slabs. It's expensive to keep the, air conditioning going. So, it's, I'm kind of beside myself at this community. Every time you guys, I speak up like, hey, this person needs help. Like, you guys are right there. Like, y'all are badasses. Truly is. And she's now a survivor forever a survivor. And I know this young person, this victim, like, they're little badasses before this happened. So I'm honestly not surprised that they found their strength. I'm really not. Now they're going to be one of the most badass adults that I think that I've ever met. So I'm super excited to see where that goes. I'm super excited to watch them develop and get stronger and stronger and stay as a survivor. Forever a survivor. Hey, Smokin', what's up? It will strengthen their bond. She's been a survivor. That's true. Yeah. And will stay that way now that he can't hurt them anymore. They're going to stay a survivor. Hit that bowl a little harder, my friend. Yeah, as if you look as if you haven't slept for days. I actually haven't slept well since all this came to light. I wake up with it on my mind. I go to bed with it on my mind. Just like going through all the moments that I spent there and all the, you know how you go through this after the fact and you're like, oh, where were the signs? Were there any signs of this? And, if there had been signs of it, I would have asked the victim. I would have asked them point blank if anyone's ever heard them. But there was no signs of it. There's somebody driving by right now. Hang on. I didn't notice any signs. I went to school for psychology. I got my bachelor's in psychology. By no means that I'm, a clinical psychologist or anything like that. But I didn't see any signs of it. I didn't. If I would have, I would have, whatever. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But yeah, I haven't slept great since this happened. Might be a minute until I do. But you know, it is what it is. I like what I'm going through isn't even compare. So, yeah, it's not about me, and it's not even about Slab City News, or it's not about anything except his himself and his his victims. And you guys have already sent like a ton. You guys are doing great, man. Like all four of you, Kristen, Deanna, Crystal, you guys are badasses. Like straight up. I will make sure that these donations get to the right place. I mean, I just can't thank you guys enough. This is a burden that they've had to deal with, and having just your guys' words of encouragement that you're sending to the family, to Spider's family, to the victim, like, it shows them that they're validated, doesn't it? It validates their sorrows and their confusion, reminding them that they didn't do anything wrong. Like, you guys are badasses. And this is what I've been saying to them the whole time. Even though I'm going through the same emotions, you know, feeling stupid, feeling like I could have done something sooner, feeling like I could have protected this child and didn't. But the fact is, like, we shouldn't blame ourselves. We shouldn't, you know, armchair quarterback the situation. What we should do is just put the focus on the victim to make sure they can heal, and getting Spider away from everybody. He needs to be separated from society forever, however that looks. You guys got me for another like 10 minutes or so. And then, you know, it might be a minute till I record another video and post it. It'll be back to our regular scheduled Nomadic Zig content. There is some cool stuff coming along the way, but I wanted to make that video about this as fast as I could and get it up there like as soon as I got the green light, and, you know, knock out this live stream so we can actually have a conversation about, you know, what happened. And I don't think anyone's going to be able to put it past them forever, but I think that I could put it past my channel. My channel, I don't want it to be a drama channel. I'm not trying to make it, you know, a negative feedback space. Like, I've always tried to keep it positive, and I'm going to keep doing that because I know that you guys appreciate that. I know I appreciate that. And some semblance of normalcy is always good in situations like this. So that's what I'm going to kind of try to focus on after we tackle this. Hey Zig, the subject was in shock when Dibble got arrested. It's stressful talking about take care of yourself. Yeah, this is actually very stressful. That's why I'm not gonna blow this up any more than I already have, aside from getting Spider arrested. Slapsy was telling people on his chat to go over to the Ponderosa and take things in retaliation of Spider. The family needs to be protected. Yeah, I think that's a terrible idea. I mean, if anyone's gonna go over there and try to take things, they're probably gonna die. So, you've been warned. Please keep us updated on the monster. So, what is Spider's full name? That is a very good question. It is Rodney Wild. I don't know his middle name. If anyone knows it in the chat, hit me up. But his last name is Wild, W-I-L-D. His first name is Rodney, R-O-D-N-E-Y. Yeah, so he's about 6'4", 6'5", 56 years old, gray goatee that he might have shaved off. He's got no teeth. Wears glasses. He's got a widow's peak if he hasn't shaved his head. He's got tattoos of spider webs and spiders and stuff all over him, all over his arms. So, you know, Rodney Wild. Yes, that's it. Rodney Robert Wild. That's right, Robert. Rodney Robert Wild. Yeah, this is not pleasant to talk about. But right now we've gotten, let's see, I'm going to just let you guys know, let's see, 10, 40, 50, 65, 75. I've gotten $75 right now for the family and the victim. I'm going to disperse this appropriately to each one of them. You guys are badasses. I mean, for a little bit longer. That's what I'm really hoping to get from you from this live stream. Not only to discuss it, to let the world know what a monster Spider is, but to also maybe we can ease the burden of gasoline in the slabs, of getting food and to get to the store. So, you guys, $75, that's badass. I got another 20 from one of you actually last night. So I'll forward that along. So that's $75, $85, $95, almost $100 that we've gotten raised up for this quick campaign. Message Shannon if you need any information on Spider. Yep, Shannon is available. She's Shannon on the California Ponderosa. If you go to Slab Groups, you'll see her name in there. I've shared her posts all over the place. If you need anything on Spider, and that's probably the only thing you should ask her about. I don't expect anybody to be asking her anything inappropriate, but keep in mind, like, she's happy to help people find Spider. Shared your video yesterday on my Facebook. I have family in California. If they meet up with him, he's done for. Yeah, I want him to know that he's not safe. That's so important right now. He needs to know that he's running for a reason, because he's not safe and there's nowhere he can go. He can't run, because anywhere he goes, he's going to be spotted and seen. You know how, like, the nomading community, it gets around. The information gets around. This has been in nomading groups all over the place. They are looking for Spider. He has been greenlit. If you know what that means, then you know what that means. But he's being hunted. He's being searched for, not just by the government, but by anybody else who just takes it upon themselves that this is evil and they want to find him. So yeah, he is done for. Is Mad Mac hiding Spider at? What a fucking ridiculous question. What a fucking ridiculous question. No. He's in Sacramento, as I've said. Mac's right down the road from me. Keep that shit off my page. Go take it back to Evan's page. I don't have any problem blocking you. Yeah, you heard from who's... Yeah, you heard this. You heard this fucking rumor, and you want to come onto my page accusing Mac of hiding a pedophile? I'm blocking you. Go away. Keep that shit off my channel. No, what a fucking ridiculous question, especially at a time like this. Like, go die under a rock. Ugh. This is what I'm talking about. I'm catching hate from people for this, and then you got stupid-ass questions like this. No, Mac wouldn't. Mac would not do that. Like, no, Mac's right down the road from me. You think that I would let that happen? Fucking stupid question. He was spotted in Sacramento. It wasn't spotted in Sacramento. He emptied his bank account in Sacramento. So that was the last known location that happened, a day or two ago. So who knows where he is from there. Greyhound can get you pretty far. But he ain't got that much income. He's running out of money if he's not already out. So I don't know how he's getting around. I know that Spider doesn't know how to travel. Like, most of us that hung out with Spider were nomads. That man is not a nomad. He doesn't know how to travel. He doesn't know how we do what we do. The best he's got is to hitchhike or something. So, that's kind of what I think may be happening. He's hitchhiking, or he found someone that would give him a ride that far, but no farther. I don't know. I don't know how exactly it went around, but he might very well be in the San Joaquin Valley or Central California. Yeah, is Evan hiding Spider out? No shit. I don't think Evan would. And like, whatever, like, he is, I don't think he would. I don't think Mac would. I think that Spider has nowhere to turn. I don't think Evan would hide him out. I think Evan would try to capitalize on this tragedy because he's fucking a sicko. But I don't think he would hide him. He will be found. He has distinct look about him. Yeah, he sure does. He is, yeah, he's pretty easy to spot. Oh shit, I'm dropping my little secondary computer here that I use for this. Hell yeah, I got another $10. Appreciate those donations, guys. This is all going straight to the victim and to the Ponderosa. This is, just such a tragedy. If you, $5, $10, $20, it all helps because it all adds up. If each one of you, like, how many people do I have in the chat right now? I have 72 people in the chat right now. I've never even had this many people in my chat. If each of you sent $1, we would double how much we've already collected. So, it just goes to ease the burden of everyone. As long as he stays away from his ex-wife, he is good. Yeah, that's the truth. That is the truth. He's not going to be good, though. Like, I don't think that there's anything he can do to run away from this. I got 72 people in this chat right now. He might be one of them. So I hope he's watching this. He may want to change his looks real quick. Like, and even if he cut his hair, shaved his beard, took off his glasses, the dude's 6'4" with stupid ass spider tattoos and dumb tattoos on his hands. I don't even know what they are. Some of they're so old and so all over the place, but he's not hiding from anybody. He couldn't. I'll get pictures of him from years ago and put them on the internet. I don't care. I'll straight hunt him myself, and turn him into the police. Yeah, this is double my usual count. That's because drama sells. Cricket. People love this shit. People fucking love their morbid curiosity. They love fucking chiming in to see what drama's about. That's why they don't show up on my channel usually, because I don't care about this stuff. But this I do care about. This is something important to me. Most of the slab drama, most of you little trolls out there, all of you tuning in to find out this morbid curiosity stuff, what's Zig gonna say? All I'm gonna say is Spider's awful, and he needs to be found, and the victim is strong. Beyond that, I'm not here to slander anybody. I'm not here to fulfill your morbid curiosity about exactly what he did or who the victim was. What I am here to do is let everyone know that Spider needs to be found. He needs to be put in prison or under the prison, and hopefully ease the burden of his victim and his family, who he abandoned in slabs and left them without any means of being able to survive out there. When he took off with the bus, he took the keys to their vehicle with him too. It's all just it's just tragic. It's tragic, and I have double the people in here because people want to tune into this stuff. Not that I'm shaming most of you who are in here helping, the people that are always on my channel. But, I shouldn't get double the views for something like this. I should get double the views because I handed out joints and slabs, or because I helped David get a wheelbarrow. The world is dark, and I'm getting sick of seeing it. Keep the pressure on him until he is caught. Zig, well done. Thanks. Good job, buddy. I appreciate you sharing it onto your channel, too. I appreciate you not using this, as a platform to smear anybody but Spider. Respect, bro. I appreciate that very much. You're a father of four, like you said. Much respect. I think no matter who my enemies are, this is something that we all hate. And no matter who my friends are, we all just aren't interested. And we want them to be gone forever. We want them in prison or dead. That's how we feel about this type of person. So I feel you. Nobody should be asking details like that unless they're sick themselves. The victim family doesn't need that type of harassment. That's very true, and that's the thing that I pointed out on my Facebook. People were asking details about it, unless you have proof. What kind of proof are you looking for, bro? You want me to show you a video of it? Do you want to read the transcript from the victim about what happened? Get out of here. Go cure your morbid curiosity somewhere else. It's none of your fucking business. That's between the victim and the DA and the investigators and the court. It has nothing to do with you. Yeah, this is far from what we usually talk about. Ain't that the truth? I don't ever want to talk about this again. This is the only time I will address this. I've done my video. I've done my live stream. This is me primarily putting pressure on Spider to either turn himself in, because you're done, bro. You're busted. You're going to spend the rest of your life in prison. Just rip the Band-Aid off. And also for me to try to raise up some, hopefully, ease the burden on the family and the victims for, what he's done and the situation that they're in. So let me see how much I got so far. Looks like, about $105, right? I'm gonna have to count it later. I've got a lot of notifications on here, but I will make sure that they get to the appropriate people. You guys, thank you so much for your encouraging words to the family, the encouraging words to the victim, and for donations that's going to help them a lot. You'd be surprised how far $100 can get you in the slabs. It can get you pretty far. A little bit less far, not as far as it does in the winter, because you got to get gas and it's 115, 120 degrees out there, but it does help. So, love you too, Crystal. Thank you guys. I'm so sorry that this is the topic of this live stream. I'm sorry that this is where we're at with my channel and where we're at in the world. This is unpleasant for sure. He stole his wife's bus and all her belongings. He's proving he's guilty with every move he's making. Yeah, he's it's not looking good. Not looking good for him. He doesn't have a leg to stand on at this point, and he knows that. Like, he's not even trying to defend himself. He's not even trying. He never did try. As soon as he was confronted, his exact words were, "Well, there's nothing left for me here." Turned around, got in the bus, and drove away. Like, that was his response to accusations like this. Because he knew he was done. He knew he was busted, and he had to flee. He knew it. You guys are badass. Hi, Jeepsy. How you doing? Casey, love you too. Love you too, Casey. You guys are, I like this little YouTube community that you guys have, I appreciate you guys choosing me. I appreciate you guys always, like, being so human to me. And I love that I can help extend that along to other people. Like, that's my favorite thing that I've done with my channel so far. So, this is, like, my least favorite thing I've done with my channel. The whole, like, Goonies thing, the Dibble thing, whatever, like, that blew up for so long. But it's not about Dibble. It has nothing to do with Goonies. This is all about these people's victims. Their victims is what it's about. The lives that they've tried to destroy. Because, we like to say that, they destroyed people's lives and stuff, but they just tried to. Like, these people who are dealing with this with Spider, at the very least, like, I know them, and they're strong, and they're gonna come out on top, and they're gonna be stronger because of this. Like, they're gonna be closer, and they're gonna know that the world has their back. So that's pretty fucking cool. Like, yeah. Yeah, your channel's about your life, and unfortunately, it's currently part of it, good or bad. We're in it with you, and that's true. This is currently a part of my life, but you know what, Deanna? Like, there's a lot of negative things about my life I've never shared here. I've never discussed with you guys. There's a lot of things about my life that are just, I am a private person that I don't like putting out there for public information. So this is something that I had a moral obligation. I have a moral obligation to discuss it, to share it, to know, to show that Spider is what he is. So now, in the last week, even, there's been people on my channel, on my live streams, they're like, "Oh yeah, Spider's a good dude," and I'm like biting my fucking tongue, reading this, knowing that he's not. But I couldn't say anything because of the privacy issues that in the investigation was going on. So I had to be silent about it, and that, yeah, like, I am good at not talking about negative shit on my channel. I don't want this to be a negative feedback loop, but you rock, sir. Where is Caveman? Real stick with real. You're a real one, Zig. I don't know. Where's Caveman?
Sup, y'all?
Yeah.
I didn't have anything to do with this subject, so I thought I'd stay out of it.
Yeah, Caveman doesn't spend any time at Ponderosa. He barely knew Spider, and, he's not interested in this conversation, so he's just hanging out. They destroyed their innocence, but will be strong as good humans. Thanks, Nitro Glitch. Thanks for supporting me. Cricket, yeah, you're right. Side note, what part of North Carolina did you go to school? I graduated high school in Swansboro, North Carolina, right next to Jacksonville. Yeah. Right there on the coast. I've been rooting you since the beginning. You're a great human. Thanks, Kristen. You guys are badasses too. I appreciate. This is why I keep doing it. This is why I'm still here doing YouTube, and I haven't called it quits. Is because, like, this echo chamber I've created is so positive and enriching, and I dig it. And that's those are the kind of things I want in my life. I want my life to be simple, enriching, and peaceful. Those are my 3 goals in life: simple, enriching, and peaceful. And as long as YouTube fits that scheme, I'm gonna keep doing it. This isn't very enriching or peaceful or simple. Like, this is all complicated and whatever, but Sometimes we don't have control over those things, but I do have control over my YouTube. I can have control over this echo chamber, and that's I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing. I'm just gonna keep rocking, rolling with my life, sharing adventures, and maybe teaching you guys how to travel a little bit. Caveman, you're a real one. You're very respectful and considerate. What's up, Zig? What's up, Caveman? What's up, Jeffro? His son said he's not a good dude at all. Yeah, I don't. Which son? He's got a few sons. He's got like 2 that I know of. Caveman know how to mind his side of the fence for sure. Caveman probably felt his bad vibes. That's why he didn't hang at Ponderosa. Caveman just had a different spot in slabs. Like we each camp has a different culture. Caveman and I are very different. We travel differently. We're from different lifestyles. So like he just landed in a different spot in slabs. I mean, he's been to Ponderosa a few times. He hung out there. He just didn't live there like I did. So you're a good man, Zig. Your brother in arms. Thanks, Jim. You guys are I'm still rocking your hat, dude. This is awesome. You should end the stream and start a new one if you're still gonna chat. And everyone, Spider's real name is Rodney Robert Spider. I think that Wild Horse. I think that's something that all children say about their parents at some point. But I don't think Zach knew anything about this either. I don't think that was on Zach's radar. What I do know about Zach is that if he had known this, he would have. No, Spider wouldn't have gone anywhere. If Zach was still around, like he would have been the first one to. Yeah, he would have hurt Spider. I know he would have for a fact. So, yeah, Rodney, Spider, Wild, Rodney Robert Wild. That's yeah. Oh yeah, I know that. I know what video you're talking about. That was right when they were in the middle of a fight. I'm not gonna really get into that. Into Zach's personal. Zach's dead. And I picked Zach's ashes up from the funeral home for Spider because Spider couldn't. Like that's how close I was to him. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna get into what Zach said on a video here or there. I do know that Zach didn't know about this because I know Zach and he would have hurt Spider. So you guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for the donations. I appreciate all of that support. I appreciate, all the encouraging words. I'm going to make sure that the family sees them and I forward this money along to them. I'm going to have to consolidate it real quick because it came in on PayPal, Cash App, all those things. So if you're watching this, Shannon, if the victim's mother is watching this, I'll make sure that I get this stuff to you, post haste. But I got you. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. And if you're here to find out more information about this thing, look elsewhere because this is the last time I'm gonna really address this. The information's out there. His pictures are out there. His Facebook is still active. You can go see what he looks like. I'm not gonna pollute my channel much more with he doesn't have that much power over my channel. So yep. Take care, guys. Deuces.